Hello, Aries. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I always wish you peace and the understanding that life is happening for you, not to you. Okay, so let's see what comes out for you. It's a 5 card draw. We'll do some clarifying and go from there. You got 2 of Cups. So, love is on the brain. All right. Well, first let's clarify. In what fashion? We're going to clarify the 2 of Cups. This is your current situation right now, okay? So you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could just be feeling... This could be in regards of a partnership that you have, a long-term partnership, or a strong emotional connection that you have with somebody, all right? We are going to clarify this now. What about this 2 of Cups? This is also something that's not necessarily seen on the outside. This is internal because Cancerian energy is heavily connected to the moon. So this is intuitive energy. This is psychic nature. This is things that is hidden for you. It's in the back burner. So it could be clearly heavy on the spirit, but it's not showing on the surface. You know what I mean? Page of Cups. Ooh, you are definitely dreamy. Page of Cups embodies all of the water signs. So that's Pisces, King of Swords. It's a Piscean energy, Cancerian energy, and also Scorpion energy. All right. When the Page of Cups comes, oh my God, so dreamy, so loving. Page of Cups can also be so dreamy and so fixated on the beauty of everything that it could also embody a naive nature about him, because he doesn't see necessarily what's going on around him. I call him Pepe Le Pew. But you are clarified with the 2 of Pentacles and also the King of Swords. So when it comes to this situation that you're in, this partnership or the desire of a partnership, it's like you are in the beginning phase of trying to figure out how to necessarily articulate these heavy emotions that you have within you with this person without coming off in a submissive, surrendering nature. You want to be in control of the situation, but you probably dealing with this individual, you know you cannot come short with them. So you have to give them something, tell them something that's going to let them know that you see long-term commitment with them and that your actions are pure. I want to say Pepe Le Pew, I guess. Your actions are pure. They are pure intent. You're being genuine. But you also don't want to come off so giving or surrendering in such a surrendering nature where as if you're giving away your power, your authority. You know, you're still who you are. They don't have control over you. They're no longer your puppet master. But it's giving me, who's going to say I love you first, you or me? Because I don't want to say I love you and then they think they got me on lock. It's a mutual thing. You know what I mean? With the King of Swords coming through, that is Libra energy, but we can generalize it and say it's all air signs, which is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. But the King of Swords is Libra. When the Libran comes through, he has great ideas. He's not quick to pick up his sword. He's very logical, analytical about what he does. He wants to utilize all of the resources around him, bring out the best in everyone for that fashion. He doesn't necessarily show when he's offended, but he's not one to follow through either. Like he's the activator of what's going on. He starts it, enlightens it. He'll bring people together, but he's not one to stick around long term because his mind, he has other things that he wants to do. There are other things he entertains. So let's look at the desire. I can see that though. That is very challenging. So this is wow. So the desire is the Fool makes me feel like we are in retrograde. Mercury retrograde in Leo, This is heavy energy. I don't know how you feeling, but I know I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it heavy. The curse is romanticizing the past, but I will stand corrected on that. It's not necessarily romanticizing the past. It's reflecting on it, reflecting on how things played out, where where you wanted things to be and where things ended. And this doesn't have to necessarily be in just romance. This could be platonic, it could be friendship, it can be careers, it can be um, where you live, wanting to go back. You live in one state, you could be feeling pulled to go back to where you were, where you felt whole at. um, I actually just learned for me that it's a good thing I don't live in Florida, my hometown, because when I lived in my hometown, I was actually really cocooned. Like, I liked being cocooned. That was my thing. I needed to be pulled out. And I think that's why I don't go back either, because when I reflect on it, it's not just an age thing. I think it's, just the adventure of it. But for you, with the desire here, having the Two of Cups, this is giving me heavy reconciliation energy. All right. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. The two of you could have not. This could be a friendship too. So it's not necessarily giving me, that kind of relationship, but it's doubling back, balancing. How do I surrender? Oh my God, you could be a tough individual. Oh, I am reading for Aries. It's kind of hard for you guys to let things out, be emotional, because you guys don't like to come off vulnerable. Although you guys are known for love bombing, but if you pay attention to the way Aries love bomb, it's not the way people think. You guys kind of camouflage when you start with people instead of like being who you are, because you are very aggressive. You're known for makeup hanky panky. You guys love makeup hanky panky. So you like to push your person's buttons. You guys are known for teasing in the worst way. And you don't mean anything by it. It's just, you wanted that reaction. You like that fire for some reason. But let's clarify the Fool, because this is your desire, new beginning. King of Pentacles. Okay. So at the bottom of the, not bottom of the deck, bottom of the deck, you got King of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Ooh, somebody is observing. All right. You have Five of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So we done looked at Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and now we're looking at the Two of Swords. This partnership, this give and take balance, this decision is really heavy. So choice. Ooh, move or don't move. That's what I got. In or out. What is it? Okay. With the Five of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups, there are many ways that you can begin this new journey. There are many ways you've thought about approaching this. This is a long time going back and forth, in and out. You're really in your head about it. Seven of Cups, that's a lot. You ever held Seven of Cups? I only ever seen waitresses do it, and they doing it on the tray. Here he's analyzing, and these are different bowls he's kind of looking at. I call it bowls, but I'm pretty sure it says something else in it. Fun fact, when I got these cards, this Light Seers deck, I got it for free. It came with another deck that I ordered from Etsy. And this didn't come with a book. So these are, which ironically, a friend that I had parted ways with, her first deck that she picked was the Light Seers deck. So I thought it was funny. I was missing her. But again, digressing. So you have Five of Wands, Two of Swords, Five of Wands. Am I going to fight for this, or am I just going to play it out in my mind, the many different scenarios that could potentially happen, that would have potentially happened, should have potentially happened? That's what is given. You have to make a decision. Are you going to action it, or are you just going to harbor these emotions within you for the rest of your life? The decision is yours. With it clarifying the Fool, it does tell me he has such a cute little bulldog. See the little bulldog he has next to him? I have a cute border collie shih tzu. My next dog, though, is my dog. The dog I've always wanted, which is the perfect dog. If you look up dogs for Tauruses, is bulldog. My husband's like, you want the little ugly thing? They are not ugly to me. They're so cute when they're small. I think I want like a Frenchie, though. Oh, no, I think I want a fat one. I want a fat one, and I want it to use the stairs to lay in bed with me. Okay, that's besides the point. The point here is, this doesn't seem like an easy choice for you. The fact that you have the Fool, you have gained, like you're in this very liberative vibe. Like you feel adventurous. The Fool is Uranus energy. And you know, your Aquarius is all about liberation. That's a key word for Aquarius. That's why you can't hold him down at all. I recently just did a love reading, and loose lips sink ships sometimes, right? And I just let it out. He was cheating on her, but what I said about the Aquarius was, well, you forced his hand to do it. And I was shocked when I said it too. And then I didn't stop there. You know, I was like, Aquarius is, you know, they don't like being tied down, which they don't. They don't. And they don't like being refined. They just don't. They like, if you had to pick a job for an Aquarius, an Aquarius job would be like the cable guy that comes. You know, he has that grace period. He likes his freedom if he has a job. They're known for having very big street smarts. They usually take that route because it's based on, you know, they have the freedom to do what they want. There's an agenda and they can execute it at their time. They just don't like being refined. They don't. If they work a job for the Aquarius women that I've seen, they get in a position like a supervisor position where they have the freedom to do what they want most of their time. You know, 8 hours in a day, 2 of it is probably spent doing work. They like freedom. That's just who they are. And they're like that with their children too. So in a fashion, especially when I was doing it with her and I was talking about her male, and I said that, it just came out. I was like, I'm not saying it's okay to cheat, but she is a Scorpio and she is with him 24/7 when he's not working. So what did he do? He dipped out for air when she was sleeping. They toke, if you know what token is, and you know, they drank and stuff, and she passed out, and then that's when he was doing the things that he was doing. You cannot make them feel suffocated. I'm not saying it's true or fair or false, true or false that they're cheaters. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying it's okay to lie to your mate. That I'm not saying. What I am saying is with the Fool energy, Aquarius is the perfect for the Fool because they love new experiences. They love to learn. They're very versed in all things that they do. They are known for having friends of all nature and all walks of life. They just don't like to be restrained. So when I see the Fool here for your desire, you want to take this leap of faith. You want to be adventurous. You want to go out there, but you don't want to put yourself out there and be rejected and have your head cut off if this is a matter of love or friendship or whatever it is. You just don't want to look stupid. So what it says to me, Aquariuses are very sensitive. Their feelings get hurt very easily. And for this to come up with Aries, because we're reading for Aries, it just tells me that you want this fresh start, but you want to be in control of it, King of Swords. You do not, you're at a crossroads. If I action it, it could be a fight. If I get rejected, I may not take it well. I don't know, you could have been rejected by this person multiple times. You could have felt rejected by them and it really wasn't that. What you're after, though, is something stable. You want a solid connection with this individual, but you don't want to look like a fool. It tells me you don't have enough information on how to go about this. So, a fool is a good for you because you are going in this blindly. But in your mind, top of his head, what he's going through, Five of Wands, Two of Swords, Seven of Cups. Is it better if I just romanticize the love that I can have with this individual? Or will I look stupid and make it worse? You could be, I mean, we talk about Aries. You know, y'all are not known for being super gentle. So you could be putting yourself out there and presenting your sweet side. And with Five of Wands, this is Leo energy. It's, you know, really coming out there, really being bright, you know, and that thin line between love and hate is real. Because you could feel rejected by this individual and like that, now they're on your enemies list. Because you're not going to walk around after I just gave you my emotions and laugh about it. Like, that's what it makes me feel like. You're not going to play me. So, in one hand, you're very genuine about it. On the other hand, it gets bloody with it. Because it can, you're taking it that way. I mean, damn, you got my heart going. All right, let's see. Third card here for Aries. Three of Cups. Okay, this is good. So if you, this is in the unexpected. Willow, I'm your tarot reader. I'm telling you this right here, right now. It looks like what you're not expecting is your person wanting to be celebratory with you as well. This is Cancerian energy. It's Cancer and Pluto. Because this is Three of Cups. So you're looking at the moon and Pluto energy. Oh, there's a lot of attraction there. It's hidden. A lot of people don't say that. I noticed that with cards, and not like I shouldn't. Well, it is comparison. It's just something that I noticed. I don't mean it in a negative way. But when you really look in the cards and you look in the planet part of it, it does represent celebratory energy. Duh. That's the Three of Cups. It represents marriage. It represents solid union. You know, a celebration in the facet of us dating, and we've been dating for a while. Now taking it to the next level, love growing. That is what the Three of Cups represents. But in the mythic tarot deck, it's in secret. And I love that illuminates the secrecy. This is not a celebration that's for everybody to be a part of. It is a celebration between you and your person. It is a joy that is shared under the surface between two individuals. Kind of gets confusing when, you know, you look at it's a marriage. Yeah, but this is in private because you are looking at the moon and you're looking at Pluto. And both of them are hidden. They're both really private. That's Cancer and Scorpio. You know, you're looking at it's creative energy, but it's also stable energy. You see what I'm saying? Because it's fixed. So it's unmovable. It's something that's longevity. You know, that's basically the words for it. Let's clarify. Bottom of the deck, you got Queen of Pentacles. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Remember? Bottom of the deck. Look at this. Not making this up. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a match. I'm about to clarify with this one, but that's Queen of Pentacles. You know, I had to look. Six of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. This connection is long. It's there. It gives me, especially when I'm looking at the Three of Wands, it's like back in work. I got to show you since I opened my mouth. On the back end work, see, she already did the portrait, but it's not showcased. She's waiting for it to dry. So what I mean by that, looking at this is Three of Wands, huh? So this is Aries. It's Aries and the sun. Okay, so we're looking at Mars and the sun. You burnt. I'm just like, Oh, and then it's Seven of Pentacles too with the Knight of Wands. All right, a lot of action, but let's fix on this. Oh, I lost it. Am I gonna get it back? Looking at the Three of Wands. Oh yeah, this is something that's it's something near and dear to the heart. I can't show the masterpiece if it's not dry, because you know paint looks different when it ain't dried. And I always look at this one like it's clay. Clearly it's probably like watercolors, like water paint, but I always think it's clay. Acrylic, I think that's what I want to say, acrylic. Um it has to harden and set. I'm waiting for it to set in. So there is heavy pause energy here because the emotions have already been worked on. Emotions have been tweaked. So if there was pain on the back end, ooh, you hear my voice? If there was pain in the back end, that pain has now been rationalized. It has been worked out. It's like a longing, especially with the Six of Pentacles there. Now, and the Queen of Pentacles, now it just needs to be brought to life. Because this is something that's been long there. Don't ask me why I felt the need to elaborate on that so heavy. Let's clarify. We are clarifying the Three of Cups if my lippiness got you lost. You want to come. You want to come. Look at that. You got Justice, the Sun. Oh, one flips over. And they all found up. No more jumping on the bed. I love that book. 36, and I still love it. I have the whole collection. Nine of Pentacles. Remember how I said things happened on the back end and it's all played out? You got at the bottom of this deck, Death, the Fool. Death. Did I say Fool? Yeah, I did. Death, the Fool, and the Three of Swords. You're revisiting a heartbreak. Either you caused the heartbreak or someone caused the heartbreak towards you. Remember, it's interchangeable. It could be you, it could be your person. Roles can be reversed. But what it does say is that with the Justice, the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles, you're feeling solid in your own. You're just missing that one more pentacle, which is the Ten of Pentacles. That's the family. That's the generational wealth. You know what I mean? That's the solid. That you got the family, you got the house, you got the kids. You know what I mean? You are an owner. You've asserted yourself in a positive way where now you're living your purpose and you're actually gaining revenue from doing that, doing what you enjoy. This Nine of Pentacles is you doing that yourself. Entrepreneur. You're standing 10 toes down. You're feeling solid and confident within yourself. The Nine is the Hermit. Okay? So you've grown. You figured out what your footprint really entails by yourself. But when you look at it and it's clarifying the Three of Cups, it tells me in the situation that you had with this person, and you have Libra energy and the Leo. Look, Libra, Leo. It's like there's been time for things to pan out. Anytime justice comes through, everything is weighed fairly. So we've waited. Now we need to shine light on how we've grown from that. Because clearly you have these emotions. You got Seven of Cups here, Two of Cups there. There was something else. Oh, Page of Cups, Three of Cups. So the emotions is still there. You may not be viewing this situation the same way that you did before. And I think that's where the fear is. You ever love somebody? Well, I feel the need to say that, but you ever love someone? I mean, really love someone, but never fully expressed your love for them because at the time that you had that person or the two of you were connected, you did not take the opportunity to verbalize how you truly felt because even you couldn't fathom the way you felt. You couldn't. You all right? It's my dog. You couldn't really, because you didn't know it. It's like a heartbreak needed to happen for there to be reflection. Anger needed to take part. Pain needed to take part. You endured all these emotions, and now you've experienced it all. It's like as if it was a, death, a grieving process. You did all the steps, and then it brings you back to now. I've went through all the steps. How do I really feel about this person? And then it hits you. This is how you feel. Can't shake it. That's why it's heavy. All right, 1, 2, 3. Let's get your advice. I was gonna take it, but then yeah. Oh, there's one here. Oh no, this is a bunch. Oh, they flipped over. Yeah, all flipped over. They were all swords too. Taking this one. Strength. So here's Leo. This is your advice. Be confident. Move with. Trust your intuition. Be courageous in this situation. You need to be confident about this. Taming the beast. I think we're talking about taming the beast, especially when it came to here, what you desire, like having to be vulnerable and judge. No one wants to do that. I can tell you that's how I feel every time I get on this camera. I want to do it. I have a strong pull to do it. I even went back and forth about deleting this account. I'm not kidding you. And just like, I'm just be pretty, beautiful, well put together wife, take care of my kids, do that. I don't have to do this. And then spirit say, bitch, what? You don't got to do what? You have a purpose to serve. You can't do it. So I have to be confident. I have to be courageous. I have to put myself out there to be judged and, looked at, even though I go back and forth with it in my mind. It won't let up. So I feel like this is your case, Aries. It's not letting up. You need to face it, which is weird to tell an Aries to face it because Aries don't back down. But I think when it comes to love, you guys, you're a bit different when it comes to the mushy side. Because, y'all really generally don't get your heart captured. You capture hearts, You have a plethora, kid in the candy store. That's you, It's just Aries. I've never seen an Aries that wasn't attractive. Never. You guys just attract people. You just rule it. If you don't get people with your looks and your charm, you definitely get people with your leadership, your aggression, that ability to do what dare an Aries if you want to. They the ones to dare to do the craziest things and it come out. Like, y'all don't ask to be king or queen. You are king or queen. It's just who you are. But for some reason, when it comes to love, I read before, Aries only like being hit on by other Aries. It's actually a turnoff if you come on to an Aries and they didn't initiate it. They must initiate it. I said, talk about being in control. I just found that funny. But here we go. I'm not going to give, not one is making me. Oh. We have 7 of Wands. Oh. 9 of Wands. And the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I can see why you've been asked to be courageous now. The reason why I say this, I think this is the connection where aggression took place, and I don't mean it in a physical sense. I think it took place in matters of like tit for tat, in matters of like not feeling good enough, not feeling valued, and being thrown to the side. Oh my God, hearts are always broken when their words unspoken. That is Whitney Houston's Shoot. I love that song. You do have at the bottom of the main deck, though, the Ace of Pentacles. It's like there's a, probably because it's Mercury retrograde in Leo. I think I already talked about it in this video, but having that energy come back, you know, oh my God. Yeah, you're not, if you're, okay, if you're having trouble sleeping, this is heavy on the spirit. This is you. Look at those three cards. And you got Hermit. Look, you got Nine of Swords, the Lovers, and the High Priestess. Like, this is heavy energy. Hey, I bet it's, hey, Aries, don't feel bad, baby. I'm going through it too, heavy. You be like, man, it's like, how many, why is it? You just be like, it is what it is. You think something's done, and it's like the universe be like, yeah, you good now. You had time to think, so let's revisit this. That's how I feel about this Mercury retrograde. It's like things you thought were done. It's like, no. We let you get a taste of it, realize, okay, you understand, it's set long enough, you learned one part of the lesson. They let it go, and now you're getting hit double time with it, with like the second half. And like it's a third quarter, a fourth quarter to it. It's only two parts. That's how I feel. It's super heavy. Um, like I have had to, usually I'm just fine sitting in my chair in my window, minding my business, crocheting or reading, writing, like minding my business. Now it's like I gotta get out, I have to walk, I gotta like, I have to do physical things, and I can't just go to the gym. Like, I'm not liking, I love the massage chair, but right now, not now, you know? Like, it's weird. For you though, the Seven of Wands usually comes up being on the defensive. I mean, what'd you do? Like, what did they do? What did you do? There's someone is on guard here. Nine of Wands is like, dang, I've been fighting this for so long. It's not going anywhere. What am I supposed to do about it? Nine of Wands, it makes me think, especially with it being the middle card, it's like one hand you're on the defense about it. You feel like your person's on defense. You're both on guard. Nobody wants to express their feelings. Each one has been working hard, but you've been working hard according to the divine in the wrong direction. You got the lesson, but now it's like, ooh, back this way. And it's like, nah, you're feeling in your mind, okay, they don't want me. You know, I don't really need them. You see, like, and you should always want somebody. You should never feel like, oh, I need you. I used to always say that. I just said it, which is true. It is true. But don't it hurt when you find out, like, damn, I'm thinking about this person. I need to have some kind of feeling, some kind of story that makes it all right that we're apart. Like, because I can't kill them. They ain't dead. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do nothing like that. I can't let that go. But in the same sense, I can't move forward. Like, there's no forward. See, you looking at it this way, but like the universe is looking at it over here. It's like, nah, you just got this shitty ass swamp you need to walk through. Yeah, I know it suck. You might get your head cut off, your leg cut off, words might be exchanged, hands may be thrown, who knows. But you got to do this. It's unavoidable. You can't get around it. And that's where this Taurus energy is coming at. That's the first Deacon Taurus. That's actually my card in tarot. For my birthday, Deacon. I really ain't that card. I'm actually a different card. But when you look at my birthday, the Deacon, I'm 423. This is my Deacon card. And yeah, you dealing with the energy of like, I'm not good enough, or doors are going to be closed. I mean, look how they're sitting. If you look how she's sitting and then how she's sitting, it's like there's shame, there's hurt, there's pain, there's regret. There's no getting around it. Let's look at your outcome. Outcome for Aries. What Aries got? Oh my God. I can't, y'all saw that flip, right? You got the sun. That's a positive outcome. Seven of Wands, yeah. That energy is there. There's some block, there's some guarded energy there. Ten of Cups, but behind that, you get through it. You have the confidence and the strength to get through it. There's also love there. There's a connection there that you desire. You desire and that person desires. Who's going to make the move? Eight of Cups. When you going to get tired and actually move forward to what's going to emotionally fulfill you. And then you got the King of Wands. All right. Let me clarify this. Your outcome, the Sun. That is like the most positive card to get in the tarot. And it's a major arcana card. Oh, okay. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles again. Okay. So we have the Sun. I think I showed it, but you got the Sun with the Ten of Swords, High Priestess, and the Four of Pentacles. Did my clock say 7? No, it's 5. It's almost 6. Okay. What this tells me, Aries, is that the worst has already been done. Like, don't even look for the worst because you already experienced it. As a matter of fact, you're doing it to yourself double time, constantly replaying it. You know, you feed what you think. The High Priestess is here. It's major arcana, major arcana. When I see her next to the Four of Pentacles, what she tells me is, why are you holding it so tightly? What are you afraid of? What are you worried about? Why aren't you moving? When I see the High Priestess, she's telling me the inevitable is happening. It's not going anywhere. So if you want to put that down, the Pentacles always just means, when you look at it, she holding that pocketbook close. I don't know about y'all, but my mama sleep with her pocketbook under her pillow. Always have. Actually, I take that back. She hasn't always done that. But in the last few years, she started doing it. Don't ask me why. None of her kids ever stole from her. So, I don't know why she do that, but she do. Holding something dear, holding the stability dear to them. It's like you feel like, who is this? Capricorn. It's actually Saturn, Mercury energy. You don't want to lose control over yourself. I just keep getting, you don't want to be vulnerable. But replaying this pain is like the High Priestess is coming through saying you thinking about something that ain't even happening. Like, it's inevitable. This is over. It's done with. The pain of it is over and done with. There's a brighter sky. Like, there's a opening. There's a new opportunity ahead. What are you going to do? It's like, when you think about it, you've gotten that the whole time. The High Priestess is the 2. Didn't you get 2 of Pentacles? Yeah, you got 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. That's what we started with. 2 of Swords. You got 3 of Cups. What? Which one are we missing? 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is what we're missing. It was the 3 of Wands I saw under there. Anyways. Yeah, it's been that kind of... Anyways. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles and then the 7 of Wands. All right? What she got? Page of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay, so you're doing a little bit more observing. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Learning. It's like you're at a game plan. You've been trying to think about the proper way to say what needs to be said. You could be stubborn too. And your intuition, your spirit team has Well, I was going to say wash their hands. No way your spirit team washes their hands. The fuck. But excuse me. But what I mean is, in your mind, you're watching, you're replaying conversations you had. It's like as if you're trying to figure out a way to positively articulate the way that you're feeling, to positively express the way that you're feeling, where it's not in a sense where it comes off as nothing, but it doesn't come off like old energy. If you ever seen that movie, I shouldn't use that. Let's see. Where it's not coming off like Ike with Tina. Because that's the scene I see where she's about to go out and he's holding the gun to her head. And he's like, she's like, yeah, those people out there for me. They call him my name. She stands up to him and he doesn't do anything. It's at that point where he realizes he lost her and he's never getting her back. I feel like maybe, damn, that's a strong scene. Maybe that's where you feel you're at. You don't want to come off like that with this person. Where it's like, I love you or else. You know, you don't want to come off like that. But you definitely want to make the conversation productive in a way that is promising for a future with this individual. I'm so sick of these chairs. These are good chairs, but they get on my nerves with the sound. All right, that is what I got for you, Aries. I hope that this helps you. I hope shit, I wish I knew who you were. Wait, I say that like educational purposes because I think it'd be nice to like be in the mind of an Aries of this individual, an Aries that's at this point in their life where they realize, oh, I'm actually in love. Somebody got me, and it ain't the person you expected to have you. That's the part that, like, I'd like to know, like, how did you know? When did you know? What happened? I don't know if y'all can hear that because I ain't got the mic on. I'm just using that, but damn. Okay, 42 minutes? Wow. But you know what? I said I'm not rushing. Just take my time. Do what needs to be done. Handle it like that. All right, Aries, that is what I got for you. You made it to the end of this video. Go ahead, give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Subscribe to my channel. I love to have you. It make me feel good when I see the number go up. Hey, when I see the number go down, I'll be like, damn, I should have been consistent. That's what I think. But I'll be like, they'll come back. If I put out a reading that's meant for them, they'll come back. All right. It was a pleasure reading for you always. Like I said, I'm always wishing you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you, and regardless of the hand that you got. Play it well, because you got this. See you in the next video. Bye.